Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Buck Theater. And one of the biggest disappointments in 2018 for me, like legitimately, one of the biggest disappointments was the cancellation of Daredevil. And it was canceled before I even had the chance to watch the third season. So I was just like already going into it with this sense of dread that as soon as we finished up the 13 episode run, it was going to be over. That was it. It was kaput. And then we get Kevin Murphy from Disney coming out to saying like, well, we like the shows. Maybe we'll have something to do with it. Maybe in the future we'll find a way. Then you hear about the 2-year cool-off period, part of the agreement between Netflix and Disney. So fans are like, okay, well, does this mean that in 2 years we're going to be able to come back and see more of these characters? Are we going to be able to get more Daredevil, get more Luke Cage, more Iron Fist, more Jessica Jones, who will most surely be canceled here in the next couple months? Same with Punisher when it comes out next week. Like, we already know the end of the MCU on Netflix is where it's at. But what about the future of these shows? And people love them. They are big, big, big things. Now we're hearing about this R-rated Black Widow movie potentially, which does kind of give me hope for those shows and those kind of series heading over towards Fox as a home for them under the MCU, which would be grand. But one of the coolest things, though, is that when it comes to the Save Daredevil campaign, which I've previously talked about last week on the podcast, what we have here is Charlie Cox coming out and endorsing it as well, saying Charlie Cox endorses the Save Daredevil campaign. Ever since the cancellation of Daredevil late last year, fans have banded together to form the Save Daredevil cause. The movement gained serious momentum last week when Daredevil star Vincent D'Onofrio started pushing it. Now, Save Daredevil fans have another huge voice behind the movement. In a panel earlier this afternoon at Ace Comic-Con, Charlie Cox, the actor behind Daredevil, officially endorsed the online cause, saying, "I found out the other day that there's this petition, hashtag Save Daredevil. You can sign it. Sign it." And it's true. He did. He was like, sign this thing. You can go sign it. Like, even a girl comes up to ask him another question and he cuts her off to continue talking about the petition, to continue talking about how he wants people to sign it. He's like, I even signed up my 2-year-old for an email so she could sign it. Right. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that are pushing for this. It's a professionally made website, which, according to the creators of that, because I've brought that up into question, they said to me that one of the people involved is a web designer, which is why it looks professional. So kudos to you guys. It looks good. It looks very good. And so you got Charlie Cox on board. Vincent D'Onofrio is pushing it. Charlie Cox is out there giddy over it. If you watch the video, he is giddy. He is excited. He is like, you can sign this, guys, because he wants to come back. And there was another question too. How would you feel about playing another superhero, like on the DC side of things, like Hawkeye or something? And he was like, it's been done, but I kind of want to like hold off for a couple years, right? He wants to hold off for a couple years, i.e. 2, i.e. cool off period, i.e. Disney. Look, Charlie Cox knows what the hell's going on. All right, I guarantee you there's been rumblings about this. The showrunner from Daredevil teased some kind of show, some kind of idea, some project or something on Twitter the other day, enough to get people talking about it. Here you've got Charlie Cox coming out and basically just sucking the dick of this petition, right, while tickling the balls and not forgetting the taint. All right, like, let's be fair here. He's pushing this thing a little bit, and excitedly so. And I completely support that. I totally support that. I've signed the petition, and I very much want to see what comes up after that. I want to see the show come back. And I'll tell you guys why. The Daredevil show, out of all the other Marvel Netflix shows, is my absolute favorite. The character, the way they shot it, the music, the everything, I've just absolutely fallen in love with. I've watched the first season multiple times. I've watched season 2 multiple times. I'm going to watch season 3 a number of times because I felt it ultimately was a grand season. But here's the thing, at the same time, and this is what did make me feel a little bit better about the situation as a whole, was the fact that season 3 ended on a note that would be ultimately like it was a good note to end the show if that was where they were going to end it. Like, they kind of maybe had an idea, so they ended it there while still leaving the door open. But when Charlie Cox was asked about what he'd like to see in season 4, he flat out said Bullseye becoming Bullseye. And that would make any fan super happy, because Bullseye becoming Bullseye, true Bullseye, would be great. Ben Poindexter, the guy who played him, I forget his name right now, was an awesome villain. And to see him go full bore in the new season or whatever they do is something that I think fans really, really want. This is one of those things where it's like, look, petitions never really matter in the long, I don't think they matter in the short term. All right. Especially in regards to this. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me, it kind of feels like that. But in regards to keeping the fan hype alive, it's something that I think is going to be good. I think it's something that needs to be pushed, something that needs to be really, really, really put out there for people to enjoy. And I think letting maybe not, it's not letting Save Daredevil isn't for Netflix. It's for Disney. And I know Disney they understand it. I know Feige understands it. And he's got a lot on his plate and it's a couple years away, but we got to keep people talking about it, because the longer people keep talking about it, the better chance it has to be a reality. And that's what I hope. Really, really fucking hope. Anyway, your thoughts, your opinions, let me know down in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day and peace out. Hey, thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to get more up-to-date movie news and information, as well as breakdowns of trailers and other types of stuff, be sure to watch the other videos, click subscribe, and check back daily for more content from me. Again, my name is Matt Jarbo. This has been $3 Theater. Have yourself a great day, guys, and peace out.